John 1:32 says, "Then John gave the testimony, I saw the Spirit come down on from heaven as a dove and remain on him." Well, if you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is John 1:19 through 34, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, as I was reading this passage, something really jumped out at me. I'm sure I've seen it before, but I never have been impacted by this verse in the way that it was impacting me now while I was reading. In the Old Testament, the Spirit came and went as God allowed. That's why David in Psalm 51 asked that the Holy Spirit might not be taken from him, 51 verse 11. John the Baptist was told that he would know Messiah by the fact that the Holy Spirit came down upon him and remained with him. And when he saw Christ, he saw the Holy Spirit descending on him and continuing to remain on him. This remaining of the Holy Spirit is a change from the Old Testament. A new era had begun, and it was announced by John the Baptist, or baptizer. And John the Baptizer is an incredibly clear and that Christ is who says he is. He's a Messiah. It is Christ who is eternal, John 1:30. It is Christ who will be offered as a sacrificial lamb. So now comes the question. What are we going to do about that fact? Are we going to ignore the witness and go about our business? Or are we going to recognize our sinfulness and Jesus' holiness? Well, it's popular in certain areas of modern day Christianity to minimize or completely ignore the holiness of Christ in the sense that the fact that he's both man and God. Many of them who call themselves Christian deny his deity. They call him a good man, they call him a prophet, they call him a martyr, but they do not call him God. Those in the higher echelons of Judaism would have probably agreed with these modern men and women, and they would not have caused Christ to die or be crucified if he was only a man. But they did not recognize him. They did not recognize he was God, and they did not submit to him, and they attempted to crush him because they did not understand that he was both fully God and fully man. Who do you believe Christ is? Is he both fully man and fully God? Is he the one who can take away your sin?